Hey guys, it's Lux and I'm backstage at Big Summer Show with Jerry and Mike from Alice in Chains, and I'm so excited to be talking to you. This is crazy. I've only been listening to you in my CDs and my cassettes, and of course on the radio station for like my entire musical life, so sorry if I'm a little nervous. This is just really exciting. So you guys are on the last leg of the tour. You're almost done. How does it feel to be close to the light at the end of the tunnel?
It's good. It's been a really, it's been a great run. We started working on this record about 2.5 years ago, and I think we finished, right around, I guess, January of last year. And we didn't get it out till August, but we were on the road since March of last year. So
I think it might be exactly a year to the day or to yesterday that the album came out. Actually.
Yeah. So it's been basically a 2-year campaign for us.
We've been all around the world twice at this point.
Yeah. This is a great way to close it out. The Corn guys are great. We've been having a really good time. The crowds are awesome, and Under Oath and Fever 333 and Horror are really fun bands as well to check out. I really like these Fever guys. They're really cool.
Somebody I said, oh yeah, we got this band and this band. We got Fever 333. And my friend goes, oh, the Fever, and I was like, oh, is that what the cool kids are calling? Because I'm trying to be cool. Yeah. Don't let me go out there and say the wrong dang thing. Yeah. Well, I do want to talk about the record here for a minute. Rainier Fog. Obviously, you're from Seattle. I assume that is a reference to Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you talk about kind of what that meant for you guys? I mean, I'm sure it means quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's where the band started, and we went back to Seattle to record it at Studio X, and unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. So I'm glad we got to do that. I think we probably were the last kind of big rock record made out of there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
I miss it already.
And it's also going to be when we started our tour. We started recording the album there, and we started our tour there. We played the first gig we played was Space Needle.
Yeah,
right?
Acoustic, yeah.
And it's going to be our last show too on the 20th of September. So we're going to start. We're going to end.
I have plenty of time to buy a flight and get myself up there for it.
We're going to end it where we started it, and it's been a lot of work. We've got a Grammy nomination off of the record for Best Rock Record, and
debuted at #1 on Billboard Top Rock Albums, Alternative Albums, Hard Rock Albums. I mean,
more importantly than that,
that's awesome.
I think I just think it's really good work, and I think the band's working. We're still working at our peak. We haven't fallen off, and I think I think people responded to it really well. It's always nice when we put something out. We've obviously put our stamp of approval on it, and it's something that we love. We're trying to make music that doesn't exist. Like if we weren't in this band, that's the record I would want to hear. That's what I always think. Like I try to make the record or write the music or be part of a band that I would want to be in if I wasn't already in it.
That's it's funny because
you know what I mean. So it's kind of cool. I get to be in the band that I want to be and make the music that I want to make.
I don't like a lot of new albums,
It's
hard to find new music too. That's why like Horror and Fever 333 is just like you're in here talking to us, but you're missing a great set right now. They're the most high energy band I think I've ever. Besides Fishbone in the early '90s, I think these guys have just as much energy as that. So it's.
I feel like we're in a place in alternative.
Music's still important to us, and that's
if
why
you say that they're close to Rage, then I believe it.
Yeah.
Like a fan being like, they're kind of like Rage. It's like, what do you know? But you guys kind of know.
They're their own thing, but you can draw some parallels.
See some of that.
You can see some lineage there, and it's cool to. It's
really
always cool to see another generation of people throwing out some rock.
I was going to say,
and Under Oath too is great. It's been a good summer. We didn't really know much about these bands, and we except for Korn, we have a pretty long history with Korn.
Oh yeah.
We came out here and met a bunch of like younger people, and we did sound check the other day with Spencer from Under Oath and Billy from Horror. We just have fun. Everybody's jamming, and it's really nice.
It's good.
It's cool.
Do you ever look out at the crowd and you see like the youth out there singing your songs, and they're like younger than you by 10 or so years, and you're like, God, we are literally still like, isn't that crazy? Like,
thanks for pointing out.
I am also deceptively older than I look, so don't feel bad. I'm talking about people that are younger than me. Like you look out there and you go, dang, I put out, you're still putting out records that are fantastic with guitar guitars. God, we've been needing some guitars in the alt world, so I'm really glad you brought some heavy stuff to us.
Yeah.
But it's got to be kind of crazy to look out there and just see such a wide array of ages that are out there that really still take it in.
I still listen to all of the stuff that I listened to when I was a kid that made me even interested to play. So it's music I still care about, and that's generations back, and it's still good, and it's still beautiful, and that's the great thing about art or music or film, even for that matter. It stands the test of time if it's a good piece of work, and if it translates to an audience. For the most part, being an artist, it's a really it's a gamble of a proposition for sure, because a lot of artists don't even get an audience, number one, or number two, maybe they don't get the recognition until after they're not here anymore.
Oh
yeah. We've had a pretty long life of being able to make some great stuff that we care about and have people care about it, and then you see it translate to the next generation, and it's great. It's really cool to look out and see young kids rocking out to stuff, or we meet people all the time at gigs, and seeing like young kids like 9, 10, 11, they'll come in with their folks or whatever, and they'll
start them right, raise them right.
They'll see the guitar here or something and the amp, and they'll pick it up and they'll start playing like Zeppelin riffs or Sabbath riffs, and I'm like, killer.
It's one of the perks of our job.
That's the staying rock and roll, though.
It's
that's
awesome.
like the staying power of what you guys put out then and are still putting out now. Now, you mentioned film, so I want to talk about Black Antenna, because I think this is so cool. I am still obsessed with music videos. They were on MTV when I was a kid. I'm still obsessed with them. But you guys went and did like a whole movie. I mean, this is just, what kind of undertaking is that for you guys? I mean, that's got to be huge,
well,
right?
It's kind of cool. It was an idea that we met Adam, and we had a meeting with him at the office, and he had an idea. We had an idea. He was working independently on a film of his own that he wanted to do, and we always like to create content for the music, and the idea was to create content rather than doing a couple videos for the singles or whatever, actually, which we already did, and a few of them we did with Adam as well.
Yeah, kind of tied in together.
Yeah.
Adam's like-minded for us. We just ran into him. He came out on tour.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what city it was.
The cool thing for me was that both things completely have nothing to do with either one, but they fit together so well, and
Creepy's creepy.
Yeah, right.
We like creepy.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe that's the
I might have caught that from the mannequin that scared the crap out of me when I tried to walk in the dressing room.
Yeah.
We have a mannequin in our studio, but it doesn't have a head. Somehow less creepy.
Headless Larry.
Okay.
Hey, Larry's got like sunglasses on. He's all dressed out there.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of stuff going on.
He's got his own
Instagram.
Please tell me the story. Okay, tell me the story behind Larry. What? He has his own Instagram? Should I be following?
Yeah.
I
see Larry.
I think it's Larry AIC.
Oh, Larry
AIC. I'll share this with you guys.
Assistant, it's his art kind of. Actually, it's his best friend. Who are we kidding? That's his best friend. He carries it around the world.
I'm in the studio 4 hours
a day. That doll has
with
been in like
ours.
40 countries on this tour or something ridiculous.
Yeah, he doesn't care about us anymore. He really cares about Larry.
Yeah.
I feel like that I'm feeling more normal about myself because I talk to Carl all the time, and Carl doesn't even have a face. I'm lucky if he has pants on any given day because I'm the only female that works there. Like,
do a benefit for your radio station. Get
all the mannequins.
Yeah.
Get Carl a face. Thank you, Alice Jades. Well, I don't mean to kind of bring things down to a little bit more of a somber note, but they did create Layne Staley Day in Seattle, and it was yesterday.
Somber. That's good stuff.
Okay, good. I don't want to. I never want to. Good. I'm glad. I just didn't want to bring. I'm bringing it, but that's so freaking cool, and I love the foundation and everything he stands for. Did you guys? I know you're on tour, so you probably didn't get to be there, but did you guys get to do kind of some consulting, or did you get to enjoy any of that yesterday?
Yeah, the mayor of Seattle, somebody presented it to her, and it just kind of happened on its own,
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Layne deserves it. He's
Absolutely.
Such a part of that Seattle lifeblood of the music that came out of there. And
As are you.
Really, I was really happy, to be honest. It's not somber at all for me.
I loved it.
I thought it was great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's good to see the boy get some love from the hometown.
Oh, yeah.
And to see and it's all going for something better, and to continue to, because in music, and just it's now just so pervasive in the entire world that we're all kind of
But
really struggling.
Layne Staley Day yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. That's what we're
Yeah.
It was so cool. The mayor came out and did it all. I was like, that's freaking awesome. I love that.
Female mayor.
Yeah.
Empowered women.
Yes.
Pacific
Also
Northwest.
awesome. We just got our own MLS team, and it's female owned. It's very cool.
Sweet.
Very, very cool. Yes. But you guys are more of a football in the football sense of fan, like the soccer football. You guys are.
We get into some
Do
soccer.
you do MLS or just the
Watching
Premier?
sport.
Yeah. I thought you're a football.
Yeah,
fan.
for sure. Yeah.
What's your team? Not Rams, obviously.
Seahawks and Steelers, and
Yeah.
he's obviously the Raiders. Yeah. We're just actually getting ready to start up our new. We have a charity auction that we do, charity league, and the auction is about to happen here. I think they launch it on Monday. And what we do is we invite a bunch of our friends from the sports world and entertainment to all run a team for the season, and then either donate some items or and Mike and I always throw in a guitar too, and I've started to give some lessons.
God, that's so cool. The internet, that's so
Mike's
freaking
going to
cool.
give some lessons too, and give some fans.
Do the people actually learn it, or do they just sit there freaking out the whole time though?
The 4 lessons I've done over the last couple of years, the people that I've done the lessons with, that they can play all right.
I would just be real excited on the other end of that.
The last guy, Alon, he actually bought the first one. And then he's like, every year I'm going to buy it. I'm like, well, I better do 3 then. If I'm going to be one of the guys that's going to buy it. So, but he's actually a pretty good guitar player.
We got Michael Bublé in the league coming this year.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and we get Josh from the Peppers too.
Slap his
I also
ass
just
pink
love
on the
imagining.
gridiron.
I imagine there's a group chat with you guys. You guys,
It's fun.
Bublé's
There's
in
a lot
here.
of fun. A lot of shit talking.
There's some shit talking for sure. But the cool thing is for charity. We all donate stuff. We it's competitive. We're all football nuts, and so we just have fun, like all fantasy football players.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard you have a couple leagues.
But there's a charity element, and we do a charity auction every year, and all of the funds that we raise from that
100%
auction go
it,
to the winner's charity of choice. So there's a little.
So there's a bunch of different charities involved, and like whoever wins, their charity gets the money. That's so cool.
Whoever wins gets their charity.
Oh,
right?
that's awesome. That's the best prize, that the money goes to your particular charity.
Yeah,
Rich
Rich Eisen won. He's the champ this year. Or last year, Michael Fabiano was the champ the year before that.
These guys are serious, like Rich Eisen.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I know.
NFL Network, so we've got
ESPN affiliate down the hall. I know Rich Eisen.
I was the champ before that, so that's the last 3 champs right there. I felt pretty good to be in that company. Mike also was the champ in Michael Fabiano's league last year.
Yeah, take their league.
Yeah. I beat like Eric Dickerson and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Raiders. Yeah.
Couple of champs right here. Yeah.
We'll take it when we can get it, because then there's a bad years when we're in like 8th place and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, the last thing I just wanted to chat about, and you briefly touched on it, is Korn. This is something you probably don't know, because I'm not sure that you're hanging out on Korn's Wikipedia page, but they have you as like one of their #1 influences musically. Now, people can add at that or whatever, but have you guys toured together before? I mean, I just feel like you were in the same genre-esque, but also just kind of doing this a little bit.
Stopped touring when they started,
Yeah.
So
you know what I mean?
We've done some festivals in Europe with them for sure.
Yeah,
but this is the first full.
This is the first time we've done like a
I think it was 95 or 98.
Together.
We did an Aussie tour with them, like way back.
Well, that would have been a great bill.
It was Korn, Deftones, Aussie. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I know.
That was like 95 or 98. 90s are a little blurry for me. So.
Hey. You know what? If they weren't blurry, you weren't doing rock and roll right. I think that's how the 90s were. Well, guys, I'm exceptionally excited to see you guys tonight perform. I loved seeing you at Point Fest. I always love seeing you. Playing your music on the radio is great, and just getting to sit down and chat is so wonderful. So thank you so much for taking some time out. I know you're busy.
Everything.
Lux, backstage with Alice in Chains.